the smaller players punching above their weight: Mistral, Llama, and open source AI. What if you could run an AI model that matches the performance of the world's leading commercial platforms at a fraction of the cost, with your data never leaving your own infrastructure? That's not a future promise. That's what open source AI is delivering for enterprises right now. And for CXOs and technology leaders sitting in regulated industries, financial services, healthcare, legal, public sector, the conversation around open source AI is no longer optional. It is becoming one of the most important strategic decisions in your technology roadmap. Let me explain what we mean by open source AI, because the term gets used loosely and it matters. When a model is open source or open weight, it means the model itself is made publicly available. Organizations can download it, run it on their own infrastructure, customize it for their specific use case, and deploy it without sending a single piece of data to an external provider. The two names leading this space are Meta's Llama and Mistral, a French AI company now valued at $14 billion. Mistral has become Europe's most significant AI challenger. And here's the number that changes the conversation for every commercial leader. Llama 3.3, 7 dB, is 5 to 14 times cheaper than GPT-4o on API pricing alone. And when self-hosted at scale, those savings can reach 20 to 25 times. The performance gap that once justified paying premium prices for proprietary models has effectively closed. For the majority of production applications, chatbots, content generation, data extraction, code assistance, the quality difference has shrunk to the point of irrelevance. So why should a business leader, not a developer, care about this? 3 reasons. First, data sovereignty. For UK and European enterprises operating under GDPR, the ability to run AI entirely within your own environment is not a nice to have. It is a compliance requirement. Open source models are the only route to full data sovereignty. Second, cost at scale. As AI moves from experimentation to enterprise deployment, processing millions of interactions, cost becomes a board-level conversation. Paying 25 times less for equivalent capability is a number that gets CFO attention fast. Third, customization. The most powerful AI deployments in 2026 are not organizations using off-the-shelf models. They are organizations that have fine-tuned a model on their own data. For European banks and public sector organizations, Mistral in particular aligns strongly with legal, operational, and political constraints, with an explicit on-premise deployment story that means data never leaves EU infrastructure. Here's the honest picture for enterprise leaders evaluating this space. Open source AI is not for every organization. It requires technical capability to deploy, manage, and maintain. The infrastructure investment is real. And the rapid pace of model releases, a new model roughly every 4 to 6 weeks in 2026, means staying current demands genuine operational discipline. But for organizations that have the capability, the strategic advantages are significant: lower cost, full data control, deep customization, and freedom from dependency on any single vendor's roadmap, pricing decisions, or terms of service. The enterprises that are quietly building on open source foundations right now are making a long-term strategic bet, and it's a smart one. Next week, I'll be covering Perplexity, and specifically how your buyers are using it to research your organization. That one is essential listening. What's your organization's current thinking on open source AI? Strategic opportunity, too complex, or not on the radar yet? Drop it in the comments. I hope this briefing was helpful for your strategic roadmap. See you next week.